Treasurer's recommendations and reports, Mrs. Lane.
Mr. Begley, members of the board, I have for your consideration tonight the following items. Letter A, recommend approval of the minutes from the February 16th, 2023 regular meeting and the March 2nd, 2023 regular work session meeting. Letter B, recommend approval of the financial reports for the month of February 2023. Letter C, recommend approval of the 2022-2023 amended appropriations resolution. Letter D, recommend approval of the resolution accepting the amounts and rates as determined by the Budget Commission and authorizing the necessary tax levies and certifying them to the county auditor. The county auditor's estimate of tax rates to be levied for our bond retirement fund, 2.5 mils, for our general fund, 53.51 mils, and our permanent improvement fund, 0.5 mil, totaling 56.51 mils. Letter E, recommend approval of the change of location for the May 4th, 2023 regular work session meeting to the Fairfield Academy, 211 Donald Drive, Fairfield, Ohio, 45014. Letter F, recommend approval of the acknowledgement of termination of school compensation agreement with ProClean Industrial Services. Letter G, recommend approval of the acknowledgement of termination of school compensation agreement for the Ambrose building site. And letter H, recommend approval of the amendment to school compensation agreement for the Ambrose land site. That concludes my items tonight.
Thank you, Mrs. Lane. A motion to accept these recommendations?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Clark and Mrs. Shorter, any discussion?
I just want to remind or double check that the mills is not millions, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
And this isn't pertaining to what we're talking about, right? Just for clarification purposes. This
Yeah.
is
That is correct.
Thank you. I was going to ask the same thing.
Annually, the board has to pass this resolution in order for us to receive our property tax money.
Thank you. Mrs. Lane, call the roll.
Mr. Clark?
Yes.
Mrs. Shorter?
Yes.
Mrs. Gundrum?
Yes.
Mr. Begley?
Yes.